privileged team. CFOs are after cream.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One team comes in off a victory, the other comes in off a defeat. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now with Hackenberg. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now.
1st down, Hackenberg. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Such a solid defensive effort a week ago, and they'll be looking to carry that forward into this one.
And confidence grows. Every time you have a great performance, you think the next one's going to be even better. That's where this defense is today.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. That one complete to Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Let's go.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Watkins alone on the left side. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll come out in the pistol. Down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Anderson loses the football, and they are going to the 22-yard line. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Watkins alone on the left side. On 3rd down, Taylor. It's caught right side, it turns. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The This is taken around the 12. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Hopkins, the one receiver right. Second down, Hackenberg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Green 39, green 39. Go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long for Hackenberg. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Watkins alone on the left side. Now Taylor toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Now Taylor, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful of not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Hackenberg now to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Hopkins, the one receiver right. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Hackenberg. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first and 10, Hackenberg. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. The first down throw for Hackenberg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Hackenberg again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Let's go!
Hackenberg from the gun on third. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Third and goal, Hackenberg surveying the field. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
first and 10. It's Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Bills a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He finds Hurst down to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Watkins alone on the left side. On first down, it's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Throwing again. Hackenberg on set. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long for Hackenberg. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Bills. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Watkins alone on the left side. Play action. Now Taylor. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with the pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. And now out comes Houston, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
To throw, Hackenberg. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's Taylor to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. Finding time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd down now following the completed pass. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go! Flex round!
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the 1st down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big pickup there on the run. 30 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. He's got time. And finding Fedorowicz. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Ringo.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Three. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make the lead now 26. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And the Bills getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And some space here.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. To throw, Hackenberg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And now here's a carry heading left. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed.